Okay, so apparently my face cam isn't working. Let's get that fixed. Why is the face cam not working? Did it not get plugged in properly? Sorry, yo. One of my cams has decided it doesn't want to participate. That doesn't go there. What has happened is the face cam is plugged into something wrong. Will you check where that line goes? I have Babs here hanging out. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Starshine, Magpie, Ica, Liv.
Plugged into one has a blue button without.
Okay, and that is...
One of the remote is on one where the button's not with.
No, that's fine.
It's fine. Everything else is live.
Power is running through. Let's see. Okay, I just unplugged it and plugged it back in, hopefully. Nope, wrong one. Okay, let's see if the other cams are working. Fine. Tilly cam is fine. Wide angle is fine. Face cam is the only one that does not want to work. I guess you guys don't get a face cam today. The blue light is on. I just don't... Now the blue light is off. Now the blue light is back on. There! Hey! We have face cam! Just need to be plugged in, unplugged and plugged back in. Technology! Yeah, we have Babs here hanging out today. So Babs is only going to be here until like 3:30. And then once she leaves, we will start watching the Supernatural again. That's kind of the situation. So let's do the welcome stuff and get to the stitching. Oh.
Got it.
There we go. Okay.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live.
Getting both of you in that
with
tight
compassion.
angle is kind of hard.
The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no.
Yes, we have a Babs.
Some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
We got one more welcome thing.
I'm stitching a 1/12 scale Sistine Chapel ceiling by Michelangelo. It will be 1.9 million stitches and will measure 48 inches by 100.
Oh yeah, you can turn your mic off mute.
Finished. It has 288 DMC colors and will use
I still have the
750
welcome stuff going.
skeins. Right now I'm working on part 1 of 5. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in chat.
Okay, we finished all the welcome stuff. Ooh, speaking of haircut, I'm purplefying my hair tomorrow.
Purplefying?
Yeah. Were we friends in 2015?
Probably not.
Jeez, nothing is loading through. I know you can hear me through the welcome stuff, I just don't like talking over the welcome stuff. It says it's there. It was there earlier. Now it's gone. What the Oh, you know what might have happened? I know exactly what happened. Yay, technology! This is why I'm supposed to run through all of this before I go live. Do, 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 do. I love technology. Where the hell is the S9? It's always at the bottom. Bugger it all. Do you see S9 anywhere? Okay, let's make sure this is still working. Okay, that's moving around proper like. Yeah, I know you can, that one, it's the stitch count that's not working, and normally that's the one that connects there it is. Okay, thank you, Aika. We've now got that fixed. So Babs was just telling me she has some sort of story to tell us about her latest adventures.
Yep. So 2 weekends ago was my motorcycle club's annual trip to the South Coast. This time we went to Morro Bay and then we did a day trip out to the beach, which we scheduled for early October because, you know, it's nice and cool, you get a little bit of fog, it's a lovely time of year. If anyone follows the weather in California, it was over 100 degrees in early October, which is insane. So it was a long, hard ride on the way down. Driving down I-5, just baking. Turned onto Highway 46 to cross over from...
Real quick, Babs. Aika, is that better? Can you hear Babs after I turned it up?
Can you hear me now? Well, I see my mic says it's doing something. Don't know if anyone can hear you.
Yeah, the sound bar says it's moving.
Can't hear. Okay.
Magpie said better. Is you turned the red light off, right, Babs?
It is blue, yeah, and it's reacting to my voice, so I thought it was working. It might
Wait a minute, let's mute this one.
Okay. Yep, still showing up. I'm Anchor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you can hear her a little bit.
Yeah, because Babs's volume is about the same as mine. Mine's a little bit higher. Let me turn Babs up a little bit more.
Well, it was super hot, and as we're cruising along, now I just ride a simple bike, but some of my friends who have the fancy bikes have like temperature gauges, and one said that at one point it was 112.
Oh.
Which, you know, 112 is hot. 112 when you're going 80 miles an hour on a motorcycle is actually hotter. It doesn't cool you down. It's like a hairdryer blowing on you. And our lead rider just about fainted, pulled us into a rest stop, just kind of collapsed. We were there like an hour pouring water on each other, trying to cool off. Then when we go to get back on the highway, we're on the wrong side of the highway, and there was an accident and someone got hurt, but they are out of the hospital and walking again. But it was terrifying.
Oh no.
Including the stopping all lanes of traffic with a fire truck and having a helicopter land in the middle of highway type of terrifying.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was an adventure.
Are they okay?
They are okay, but then they got readmitted because they had some complications, but are back out now, walking, but not totally well.
Okay.
But it's just amazing because I was right behind them when they pulled out, and they made a bad judgment and tried to go around a car that was exiting the highway when they should have just stopped, and got hit by a car going full speed.
Ooh.
And it hit her, pushed her along, and I was watching it, and I remember thinking, I had enough time to think 3 times, get thrown clear, get thrown clear, get thrown clear. And it didn't, and she was run straight over. And I
Ooh.
was just like, well, I just watched her die.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
And so I immediately pulled it was the thing. I pulled over, parked my bike, pulled my helmet and gloves off, turned around to go to help her, and somehow there was already 2 other people to her helping her. So I was like, I guess the next thing you do is dial 911.
Yeah.
You know, roll EMS is the next thing you do. But I was just like, well, she's done. I mean, I watched that car run over her with the front wheel and then the rear wheel. She's squished.
Yeesh.
And instead, she's laying there talking, like, and saying, "Well, yeah, it hurts," and they're like, "No, well, just don't try to move." Okay, I won't move, but this asphalt's really hot. Yeah, she ended up having burns on her back from the road being so hot.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how crazy hot it was. But then, yeah, they airlifted her out, and somehow she's going to be okay. No broken bones, a couple of cracked ribs, road rash, half a dozen stitches. The thing I'm really glad is when we pulled in, we had ridden from Coalinga to there. She was riding in just a tank top.
Oof.
Which is something I never do. I'm always wearing at least minimum gear. But she thought she was staying cooler. But she was like, I don't think you're staying cooler. And we all told her, no, you're not cooler. You should put your jacket, you should get yourself wet, put your jacket on. You'll actually stay cooler even though it doesn't seem like you will, because you won't be wind blasted. And if she hadn't put her riding jacket back on, she would have just been cheese grater shredded. It would have been just a mess. So I'm so glad. I am never happier to have been a jerk and told someone you really need to wear your gear.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's one of those things like people have free choice and they should make their own choices. And I'm like, look, if you're riding with me, you need to be wearing your gear. It's safety gear. You need to wear it.
I mean, that probably saved her life.
Or at least from horrible disfigurement. Can you imagine this? If she hadn't had the jacket on, just a tank top, because her elbow was beat up through her jacket with the armored elbow pads and everything.
Well, she might have bled out.
You're not wrong, actually. I hadn't thought about that because it would have been an immense amount of road rash. But she's going to be okay.
That's amazing.
So we started with, Jessie almost passed out. That was going to be the story of the weekend. Wow, it was so hot that she almost passed out. I'm sorry, Jamie almost passed out.
Is it an all-women's bike club?
No, it's mixed. It's about a 75% queer bike club.
Okay.
All good folks. So then it turned into, I guess the memorable thing of the weekend will be that Jessie got hit by that car.
Yeah.
So I'm at dinner with a couple of friends. I decided, I was like, so we came here for all these things. I was like, you know what? I'm having clam chowder. I need some straight up comfort food after today.
Food poisoning?
No. As we're walking back to the hotel, my phone rings, and it's my friend who's watching my cat, and she asks me, is there supposed to be anybody else in your house? No. I hear voices coming from your bedroom. Get out, hang up, call 911. Sure enough, by this time I've only been gone 11 hours. Someone had broken in and decided they were going to live in my house.
What?
And even crazier, they had pulled all the blankets I keep on the sofa to keep them clean, and all of my bedding, and had jammed it into the blinds in the master bedroom window to block the light or whatever. I was like, what craziness was this?
What?
And the cops are trying to say, well, there's no signs of forced entry. You must have left it unlocked. I'm like, there's no way.
No, you're way too paranoid for that shit.
No way. But and everyone keeps telling me, well, there's no sign of forced entry. The screens are in the windows. You must have left the door unlocked. That's the only explanation. Well, when I get home, first thing I notice is, well, one of the screens in the master window is gone. There's one screen and the other side of the screen's missing. But it's not around anywhere either. It's just plain gone. And I look at that window and there's muddy fingerprints all around the edge where they tore the screen out, and a big flat handprint on the window where they shoved the window in
and pushed it up until it got halfway past the latch, and then pushed it hard enough it broke half the latch off.
Huh.
But the cops didn't see any of that.
Well, I mean...
Because the cops did what cops did, is when they arrived, the guy was still in the house, and as he comes running out of the house, and everyone points at him, and they chase him down and catch him, and they're like, well, case solved, we got the guy. So they did a terrible job investigating the crime scene.
Yeah.
But that's cops, you know?
Yeah,
Their job isn't solve crime. Everybody listen. Cops' job isn't to solve crimes. Cops' job is to find someone to punish.
Yep. ACAB.
And they already had their guy to punish. They didn't need to bother solving the crime.
That's ridiculous.
That was quite the Friday.
Yeah.
The rest of the weekend was great. We had fun riding around, going to the beach, just trying to not think about what going home's going to be like.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is quite the exciting weekend.
That was quite the weekend. And then when I got home, everything was clean. The bed was made. Everything was fresh. Because Jennifer decided that she was just going to wash every single thing I own and have my house be spotless for me when I came home. And that was fantastic.
Sure, Starshine. I saw that you were on your treadmill. Sorry, in all the excitement, it got skipped.
And I'm done. At last.
Jinkies.
Yeah, that was busy time. I'm getting warm now.
It gets so warm in here. I have literally had a live or two where I've sweat through my jeans. I know! These lights get so warm. I need like a window AC unit in here or something, because I have the fan. Oh, Irina turned the fan off.
Yeah, when we pulled into that rest stop because the was overheated, the only thing I was carrying in my saddlebags was my purse, my wallet, and 3 bottles of Gatorade. I drank all 3 bottles of Gatorade in 10 minutes and didn't even pee.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm glad she pulled over because in about 10 more minutes, I probably would have passed out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel it?
Congratulations, Starshine. That's great. I did not work out this morning, and I probably will not be able to work out tomorrow because I am getting my hair cut and purple-fied tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. my time, which means I will not be available for my normal stream time, so I might try to stream at like 5 a.m. my time. Which means I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. Yay, cookies! I actually brought home cookies today, and they're really good cookies. Actually, Babs, do you want a cookie?
Don't show me the cookies. I just ate half a leftover burrito, so I really don't need to eat anything else.
They're behind the curtains.
Wow, you're very helpful. Thanks.
They're really good cookies. You and I could split one.
We'll see in a minute.
Ooh, stoop waffles.
I love stroop waffles.
Yeah, these are the sugar cookies with the good icing on them that's like a little hard and cracks. And they're decorated for Halloween stuff. See, Babs, because if you and I eat one, then Annette and I can split another one tonight, and then I still get a whole cookie.
I follow your logic there. Let's see how that works. I get a little more water.
I am all about the cookie logic. There aren't a lot of cookies I enjoy, but the ones I do enjoy, I can eat a lot of.
Because cookies are good.
Babs, are you a fan of bitter as a flavor? Like Negronis or...
Okay, so not these curtains. Which curtains are they?
The black curtain, these ones.
Oh, the closet curtains, right. Not really. I thought I would like a Negroni, and I really didn't. It's too bitter. What am I looking for? Cookies. Oh, these great big ones here. Ooh, we've got a lantern or a skull. Skull. It's a skull.
The stitch count says it's right there. Like, I can see the stitch count.
No, I like sour, but not bitter.
There's a new non-alcoholic liqueur that we tried at... Oh! Wow, that's... Well, poopy, I didn't see that. We were at 116666.
Oh, you gotta stop and do a frame capture on that one.
I'll have to go back and do it. Cookie.
Crunch.
I'm not gonna eat it on the live. I'll eat mine during the break.
All right. Well, yours is. Half a skull to chew on.
25. We are about to finish our first square for the day. We're filling in all this confetti, and then I think we're gonna have more confetti to deal with because we're changing colors right here.
Oh, that is nice and buttery.
Uh-huh. Renee makes damn good desserts.
Oh, yeah. I should definitely not eat 7 of these.
No. Not gonna lie, I may have had one in the car on the way home when you were texting me. So see, by sharing half with you, I'm only eating 2 cookies.
So, I'm somehow saving your life?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm a good friend.
Because I will eat all the cookies. I didn't even work out today and earn my cookie. I put a thing on here where people can spend skulls to make me work out, and then I have to post the workout within 48 hours in our Discord.
That seems reasonable.
That seems totally reasonable, Starshine. I'm trying to convince Babs to join the Harry Potter marathon. Oh, Magpie, thank you for the workout. I did say I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow, but I will aim to do it on Friday. No, I mean, I put it up there and tell people about it because I want them to use it, and then I feel obligated because people are spending their points. And if anyone knows me, motivating me for my own well-being is never gonna happen. Motivating me for guilt out of obligation to others,
easy,
1000% gonna happen. But if I have to motivate on my own to take care of myself, no.
That is a hard one to do. Like, I'm going to be good to myself.
Right?
I should be good to someone who deserves it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, I did feel much better after working out yesterday. I did a little 20-minute bike ride. It's been so long since we've been on the Peloton that Tilly didn't know what I was doing and was very deeply confused.
Has she never seen it before?
The bike has been there her whole life. She had just never seen us use it.
It was just an inanimate object to her. Tilly.
She's like, Mom, what are you doing on that thing? Starshine.
What's your goal, Starshine?
Yeah, exactly. For me personally, like, because I'm not worried about working out, like, to get fit. I'm just working out to be healthier. My goal is usually just improvement. But that's just me. And it's gonna be a little while till I improve off of my old stats, because I have to build myself back up. Second square for the day is complete.
Swallow the cookie, don't inhale it.
Inhaling cookie bad, eating cookie good.
Yes, you can't do Cookie Monster on it because it won't actually work.
Cookie.
That was very tasty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My waistline appreciated your help.
You're welcome. I am always here to support. Right. Starshine, it depends on what your goals are. Like, are your goals to build to a distance? Are your goals to build to time? Or are your goals to lose weight? Like, for me right now on the bike, my goal is to build time. I would like to build up to doing, you know, I didn't mean to put that away. Doing an hour or so, but I haven't quite reached that yet. So that's my first goal. And then after that, my goal will probably be to increase distance. But like, if you're training for something, then your goal should be distance. If you're doing it to lose weight, then your goal should be to lose weight. If your goal is to build stamina, then I would say time.
Yeah, for building stamina, you need to increase time incrementally until you get to somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour. Then work on increasing your pace.
Exactly.
As someone who has gotten into shape about 4 times and probably needs to do it a 5th time, I've kind of figured out how it works, and it's the getting your time up is the hardest part, because you run really hard for 2 minutes and then collapse. That doesn't actually do much except just make you tired and sore.
Right.
52 minutes. You're in a range. That's a good range.
Yeah, I would say you definitely don't want to do more than an hour.
Yeah, that's a good time range to be doing. So I would then say work on upping your pace incrementally, which would lead to going a longer distance in the same time.
Which also, let me just put out a disclaimer. Neither Babs nor I are doctors, nutritionalists, nor health experts. These are just our personal opinions. Please don't sue us.
Yeah. It's just what works for me.
Yeah, but still, like, even so, like, walking for an hour is still a load on your body, and you don't want to push it too hard too fast.
Yeah, no, that's...
Because that's how we burn out.
Or hurt yourself.
Yeah, or both.
Yeah.
Or hurt yourself because you're burnt out.
Walking the better part of an hour when you previously haven't been, that's still an accomplishment.
Yeah. I miss Orange Theory. I used to really like Annette and I went to Orange Theory for a little bit, and I was actually quite enjoying it.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, I know, Starshine. I still, because this video is going to end up on YouTube, I still want to put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
Just to be safe. The being married to a lawyer thing has made me much more cautious. Orange Theory is a workout place that does rowing, treadmills, and then weight training in a circuit. You do like 20 minutes of rowing, 20 minutes on the treadmill, and 20 minutes of weight training.
That's a decent workout.
Yeah, it's really good. I really enjoyed it, and I was making some big gains, and then Annette's pacemaker shocked her when she was on the treadmill, and we have not gone back.
What was that about?
Her pacemaker was at the time that's why she had to have her replacement, was reading her heart rate at double. So it was reading a 120 heart rate as a 240.
And thought she was dying.
Yes.
Okay, so this was before the replacement.
This was before the replacement,
okay.
But she's been she's been cautious to go back.
Yes. Understandable. Okay.
She's had a little bit of trepidation. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it when we were going. And it's nice having that partner that's like, get your ass out of bed at 4:30 in the morning so we can go work out.
We're going to do this thing. We're both going to hate it, but we're going to hate it together. I got my workout spot in the corner of the front room set up.
Nice.
I keep not actually using it.
Right?
But it's there, like little bench, got the weights, it's ready to go. My excuse of that it's too hot outside to run may have finally run out. I may have to actually go outside and exercise because it's below 1,000 degrees.
I want to get more into like calisthenics and body weight exercises. I've seen some of the cool stuff on the TikTok that makes me want to do those. Like, I don't want to be big or bulky. I just want to be strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's what I got myself set up for. I got a couple of those pad tiles for the floor, so I can do sit-ups, push-ups, and stretches and stuff. And I built a little low bench so I can just use my little 15-pound dumbbells. Because my strength has dropped off some since I haven't been working out since a year and a half ago.
See, it's really weird because I am like ridiculously strong. Like I can lift and I can push stuff. Like when I was doing the personal training thing, they loaded all of the weights onto one of those racks that you like push. And I was pushing like 100 pounds over my body weight without even any real actual training. Like I was still super out of shape when I was able to do that. But I cannot do a push-up to save my damn life.
I hate push-ups. That was always my lowest score on my PT test because I just, and it isn't even my shoulder, because I could get my shoulders strong enough, but my back would never cooperate right to let me do proper push-ups that count. And you know, you do a push-up and they go 1. You do a push-up and they go still 1. That one didn't count.
Right.
Oh no! Gotta stay straight. Gotta go all the way down. Oh boy.
According to the genetics testing my doctor just did on me, I am an endurance athlete more than like a sprinting athlete. So apparently I got to do endurance stuff. Starshine, thank you for the hydration break. Yeah, also according to that test, I need to eat like 3 cups of broccoli a day.
That's a lot of broccoli.
I might have told that that test to shove it over a couple of things.
That's a lot of broccoli.
Tilly Bear is good. She's chilling out. She's been kind of a brat at work lately and extra yippy, so I think she's got to get used to being at work again because this is her first week back. Because dog plus dashboard equals 2 weeks in the kennel.
She seems all better from that.
She is. The vet was like, make sure she takes it slow. And I was like, you have not met this dog.
Chili, we need you to chill. No chill, only till.
This dog only has 2 speeds, on and off. Which kind of makes her my dog, because I kind of only have 2 speeds. Drives a net up the wall, because I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, ready to go, I'm awake.
She's like, could we have a little warm up here?
I know warm-ups are important, but like, I've never been a big fan.
Supposed to do the warm up, supposed to do the stretch after.
Oh yeah, the cool down is the worst.
Yep.
So Babs, the frame is working great. The one thing I did notice though is it's really easy for them to become misaligned.
That was something I knew would be a problem, and I couldn't think of any way to get around it.
Yeah, I can't. The only thing that I could think that would do it for the future is if we put magnets on both sides.
You know, yeah, if it had magnets both sides and you made sure to match the polarity of the magnets so that they were attracted to the center of each other,
right?
That would probably help keep it centered. That would double the expense of magnets, which is already the most expensive part of the whole thing.
Right. Yeah.
Might want to use smaller but more magnets so that they have a... I would need to play with the magnets to see how strong their centering effect is. Because remember when we had a couple of them, I accidentally put them on flipped the wrong side up, and then it kind of made the whole thing weird.
Uh-huh.
So you'd have to be really careful. I bet that would make it stay in alignment better.
Yeah, I think it would too.
It would make the whole... How would you do that? I guess have to stick the magnets to the one side, let the magnets stick to each other, put the tape on the magnets, and then stick the backside on all at once. That way the alignment would be right.
Mm-hmm.
That actually doesn't sound that hard.
No. Yeah, Aika, all of that tracks. That's why, like, I have to make sure I eat before I go live, because if I don't eat before I go live, then y'all get bitchy flea, and no one wants that.
Hangry flea.
And no one wants that.
Nobody likes that. Nope, nope, nope. Hungry but don't want to make food. I've been there.
Yeah, the hungry but don't want to make food is a challenge. That's why I didn't mean to, but I brought home 2 pasta dishes for dinner tonight and tomorrow. One, I wasn't sure if you were staying for dinner tonight or not, Babs, so I brought home lasagna.
Mm.
Because it's so easy.
It's easy and it's good, but yeah, I got a couple of more busy nights coming up here. How did I ever have time to hold down a job, Flea?
I don't know.
I'm so busy now. I used to have time to get off work and party and sleep and all this stuff, and now I'm like, what? There's too much going on.
Yeah, Aika, that sounds about right. Brain, I don't want to do this thing. Okay, we're not going to do the thing. Now I feel like dirt.
Now I'm mad the thing wasn't done. Why didn't you guys do the thing?
Like, I haven't had anything exciting going on except for starting a new row. The most exciting thing I've had going on.
It's better than the excitement I've been having.
True.
It's been like, yeah. I want to get back to just okay fun stuff. Like Halloween.
Yeah, I'm gonna be home alone on Halloween, so I'll have to give out candy by myself.
That's lame.
I'm wondering how many parents I can piss off by opening the door and like, fuck off, you little shits! Just kidding, here's candy. No one wants you here!
Little ghouls and goblins, get lost! Wait, and it's only like 2 weeks off.
I know!
Well, it's a good thing I ended up getting that free Halloween costume last year because it didn't get delivered until mid-November.
I don't even have I mean, Annette's gonna be out of town for her trial, so I'm not even gonna dress up or anything.
And it's on a Thursday, so it's
I
kind of
know.
dumb. And I could just go out being completely irresponsible on a Thursday since I don't have to work Friday, so I could totally do that.
I don't have the energy to go out and be completely irresponsible anymore. You know where I like being irresponsible now? I like being irresponsible up at the cabin. Where I can be irresponsible and then go pass out in a bed.
And then just fall asleep. I thought you were going to say you like being irresponsible at home. I was going to be like, me too.
I mean, I'm irresponsible here too, but I'm less irresponsible here.
Just sitting on my back porch reading a book, sipping whiskey sounds like a really fun night.
Right?
We're old.
Oh my gosh. I had a friend.
We're those old lame people we hated.
No, I had this friend come over for brunch that I hadn't seen in like 10 years, and they used to be like a partying friend, kind of. And then she came over, and what did we end up discussing? Mortgage rates and interest.
Oh, you are so old.
Right? And I was like, oh my God, what has happened to us?
That's just pathetic. Well, tomorrow we're having drinks at a friend's house, and we're going to talk about community property law.
Right? Like,
because his ex, who he's been divorced like 10 years from, is trying to come back after him for equity in the house that they had, because they didn't, it was totally underwater, and she just walked away and left him with the whole thing. So he's been making all the payments. He had to sell a car in order to keep up on the payments. And now she wants to come back and go, well, I should have get half the equity in the house. There was no equity when you left. Bye.
Right.
And he's just like,
Help.
Well, the part I'm waiting to hear is he
A
said
crocheted witch will be cute.
bunch of crocheted.
Sorry, Starshine is
Oh,
gonna be a crocheted witch for Halloween.
that would be nice.
They
Property
find it so
taxes.
weird.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Did you make sure to take the owner-occupied exclusion? Which I can't believe is still only $5,000. What help is that? That's nothing.
I can't believe a lot of things nowadays. I just want to sit in my little bubble of internet friends and cross stitch. And occasionally come have friends hang out. Of course, this stitch is like in the middle of nowhere, which is always my favorite.
Oh, that's gross. Kill him. Kill him. That's nasty.
That's no fun. We once had someone pretending to be a customer come in and smoke methamphetamine in our bathroom at Taylor's. That was fun. Excuse me, sir, can you please stop smoking meth in our bathroom?
Things you didn't need to have. Things you didn't know you needed to have on the restroom sign.
And watch me get banned on both apps all of a sudden.
Oh, God. Here we go. That's right. They got no sense of humor. Are you going to get banned because you talked about doing the deed, or are you going to get banned because you were being prejudicial against people that do the deed? You don't even know, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah. You just know you're definitely getting a ban for that.
I recently had a former employee that hasn't worked for us in 6 months email me to complain that another employee is somehow, they heard that another employee is talking shit about them.
So?
What do you want me to do? Like, I can't control what people say?
And you don't even work here.
Right!
Take it up with the employee.
Right! Yeah.
Oh my God! Here it goes.
Clock app got restricted. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Because you told them not to, and you got banned. They're insane.
Oh man, there's the clock app restriction. Called it.
I just want to post a bunch of old Nancy Reagan just say no commercials and see if they get banned.
Right?
Because that's just...
Don't do drugs, kids. Banned.
Oh,
you
were
mentioned
talking about drugs.
That's spectacular. Hey, Brienne, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Thanks for checking in. Laughing at the clock app's need to restrict me.
I sort of thought it was going to happen, but I sort of thought it was too ridiculous to happen, and then it happened. It's just...
That's why we ended up moving, and Twitch is so much better.
I mean, you basically can't just even talk about existence.
Oh no, the agency I was with that was like talking about like helping me be more popular on TikTok basically told me that I also have to make sure I have strategically placed needle minders when I am cross-stitching parts of this piece because of the nudity.
What?
Yeah. So that's coming. Strategical needle minders. Because I think at the end of this row, yeah, by the time I get across here, we will be stitching some naughty bits. Fish is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. You guys miss me doing that while my arms were up in the air and I was waving my hands around like I was dancing. Things that we don't catch when the face cam is off.
So we have to... Okay. Yeah, we have to make sure that we don't allow certain parts of one of the most famous work of arts in the world that has been widely published everywhere for literally centuries.
Uh-huh.
Sounds legit. Yeah. Yeah.
Makes me wonder about my friends that are stitching like the Garden of Earthly Delights.
I can't believe you didn't get banned for letting those big meaty thighs on.
I mean...
Those pretty meaty.
Have I told you what we named them?
You did, but I forgot.
This one's Wagyu and that one's Kobe.
Yeah, that's right. Some meat there.
And then I felt bad because I told that joke to a vegetarian and they're like, I don't get it. What's Wagyu and Kobe? And I was like, oh shit. Those are types of beef.
Well, I'm not a vegetarian and I know what broccoli and carrots are, so I mean, I think that's not so much they're vegetarian as they're dumb.
Well, I don't want to say that.
That's why I said it, because you didn't have to. So I'm the horrible hater. On the other hand, if you talk about 12 different kinds of mushrooms, I'm not going to know them because they're mushrooms.
Starshine, you are responsible for Wagyu. And it's interesting because all Wagyu is Kobe, but not all Kobe is Wagyu.
And both of them are all beef, but not all beef is either.
Right? And both of them make me feel like I can't tell if I feel bad for the animal or jealous.
Because it lived its whole life being catered to and fattened up.
Right. It lives its whole life in a hammock being fed and massaged. Am I jealous or do I feel guilty?
I'm like trying to decide if that was kinky or not.
I mean, I'm sure someone has that kink somewhere.
There's probably even a name for it, so just, yeah.
Let's not get banned up. Let's not violate the Twitch terms of service too.
They're a little bit harder, but we can probably do it if we try.
Babs is no longer allowed to be a guest anymore.
Failure to filter thoughts.
Oh boy. It is hot in here today.
Does the fan work, or does it blow all your stuff all over?
No, the fan works. You can turn it on. You just gotta reach up and pull one of the things. It was on, and I think our housekeeper turned it off. Hey, Latin Panther, how you doing? There we go. The first one's the highest, so you can leave it there.
Well, I was going to try the lowest first.
We have ads starting in like 90 minutes. How's it going, Latin Panther? ¿Cómo estás? Just that little breeze does help.
Yeah, that already makes quite a difference. Just
Yeah.
keeps the air from being totally settled on your body. Posture, yes, that's actually, I need to do my posture check too. In your activity feed, someone said posture check, and I realized I need to check mine too. And
Oh, yeah.
I was all slouchy. See, and once I sit up straight, now I'm not on camera anymore. If you can see my whole face, it means I'm not sitting up straight.
So, in all of the ridiculous things that I do, guess what the most ridiculous one I've been doing lately is, Babs?
I really don't have a guess.
I'm playing a video game that, for me, is a completely insane, bonkers video game for me to be playing.
Most bonkers game for you to be playing. You play some pretty randomly weird video games, girl.
I'm playing a grocery store simulator.
Is it because you're trying to beat it? Is that what this is?
Okay, break time. Yes. And we're back. I'm Flea. I'm cross-stitching Sistine Chapel ceiling here with my friend Babs that is hanging out for another little while. And we got some welcome stuff to go through, and then let's get it done. And I deeply appreciate you sitting through those ads for me. It really does help me, and it means a lot.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
Tilly likes to be the center of attention.
I'm stitching a 1/12 scale Sistine Chapel
Insulting,
ceiling
'cause I
by
made your spot.
Michelangelo. It will be 1.9 million stitches and will measure 48 inches by
won't let her
110
sit in my
inches
lap.
when it's finished. It has 288 DMC colors and will use 750 skeins. Right now I'm working on part 1 of 5. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in chat.
I mean, Babs, really, that whole couch is her spot, and she's just mad because she has to lay on her pillow, and she usually refuses to lay on her pillow.
Yeah.
She usually wants to lay anywhere but the white pillow that makes it so people can see her.
Well, she's laying here with her head tossed back in this way that's just clearly like, oh, I've just been mistreated.
She looks like she needs a fainting couch.
Yes.
Do you know today is World Ether Day? Today is the first day that a surgery, or maybe it's the US Ether Day, whatever. But it's the first time that a documented, publicized surgery was done using anesthesia.
That's actually something kind of worth noticing.
Yeah, thank you, NPR.
I had no idea that it was a thing, but you know, we have a lot of much more ridiculous things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was done in Massachusetts. Although me saying it was done in Massachusetts is an assumption because the name of the hospital was like Massachusetts General or something. Could have been in the middle of Milwaukee. And just named Massachusetts something. But I feel like it's a pretty safe assumption.
So it's World Anesthesia Day,
Oh, okay.
is as it is celebrated by all UN member states, but several countries sometimes call it Ether Day, and it's not clear whether the US is one of those. Here's my favorite part. Oh, by the way, if you try to fact check this, it's going to force you to do Earth Day like 100 times before you can force it to spell ether because, you know, it's smarter than you. It was performed in the operating theater, which is now known as
Etherdome.
the Ether Dome. I love it. The Ether Dome. Yeah, at the Harvard School of Medicine. What year was it? It was
18 something.
Ether Dome. It's talking all about it, but it's been celebrated since 1903. But what was the day? Come on, guys. You're not being a very complete Wikipedia article. Come on, Wikipedia. 1846.
I was gonna say 1850 something.
It's actually, I'm a little surprised it was that early because you hear about, all of these amputations being done during the Civil War without anesthesia, but maybe they just didn't care.
Well, what years was the Civil War? The American Civil War, the first one?
1860 to 1865. The second one started in 2016. It's been simmering a little bit. We're definitely getting banned for that.
Abs and Felicia show is banned on all the apps.
Banned on all apps. They won't even let us on HBO. So.
But that's only like, what year did you say the first surgery was?
The first surgery done under anesthesia was 1846.
Okay, so that's like 14, 15 years.
And this is, of course, when the fastest communication was literally write it in a book and wait for somebody to read it. So yeah, probably they'd still never heard of it.
Right. I mean, not only that, but you've got like hillbilly field surgeons. They're just like, here, drink the moonshine and let's cut your leg off.
Lucky if there was any moonshine. And they didn't know enough to realize it would have been better to have poured the moonshine over the surgical instruments before chopping into people, but yeah, well,
Are you a Supernatural fan, Babs?
I've watched a few episodes. I would certainly not call myself a fan because I can't remember any of the characters' names or anything, but anytime it happens to be on, I watch it and go, this is an okay show.
Well, at some point you'll have to join in because commentating on that show is hilarious. And I can't wait for the Harry Potter weekend when I get to talk shit about Harry Potter all weekend. We were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, basically, I'm just gonna rag on Ron for 19 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I think my Supernatural show that I was into was Lost Girl.
Oh, I loved Lost Girl. Lost
That
Girl was good. We should put that on I need to start a spreadsheet of all the shows we want to watch on live. Because the fact that I spend 4 hours a day on the live means we can get through quite a few TV shows.
4 hours? You probably get through 3 full-length episodes of a lot of shows. Because the actual episode lengths are usually only like 45 minutes.
I think we got through...
Oh, you still got commercial breaks and stuff, though, so...
Yeah, so they're about 45 minutes. But I don't have commercial breaks on the TV show because we're watching it on Netflix. But I think we got through 5 episodes of Supernatural yesterday in like 4 hours.
That sounds about the right ratio. People, stop saying weird stuff.
I hate it when your phone randomly starts playing noise.
Yeah, I always have the sound turned off for everything, and then it'll just turn its own sound back on, and I'm like, I hate you! Especially when it was something that I just clicked on wondering, what in the world is this, and why did somebody send it to me? And then I realized the person who sent it to me is someone I don't know, and why are these people able to send me things? Get out of my feed, loser.
Ah! I hate it when I accidentally pull my needle off the thread. It's one of my least favorite things. Oh, crud, I didn't even look and see, but we were over our stitch goal for the last hour, I think.
All right.
We're at least over it now. Been too busy talking.
All right. No new emergencies today.
Yay, no new emergencies. Okay, that just sounded like something breaking, but was that you moving your keys?
That was just my keychain hanging on my purse.
Okay, good.
So I'm training someone new to do the accounting for the HOA.
Yeah.
And one thing we've been coming across is when people just do dumb things and make errors, and she keeps saying like, well, I should just call them up. I was like, no, you got to just let them be wrong. It's other people being dumb. You don't need to try and fix it, and you'll exhaust yourself. If they just want to make a partial payment and let us charge them interest on the rest, that's just free money we make. Because we get 7% interest on unpaid accounts. Where else are you going to get guaranteed 7% interest? As far as I'm concerned, that's a good investment.
Still think HOAs are gatekeeping at like
they absolutely
the definitive level.
They absolutely are, which is why I have taken mine over and sabotaged it from the inside to make it completely useless. I wish we could get rid of it, but you know the way they make them? And ours is less than some. We would have to have not a 75% participation, but a 75% affirmative vote in order to dissolve it.
Oh, geez.
We can't even get 50% of the people to just vote at all to elect officers. So getting 75% to agree to get rid of it?
I mean, that's why they put it in there like that.
We're stuck with it forever. You know, a lot of HOAs are worse than renting. They're just, and we get these people, they call us and complain things like, my neighbor left their trash cans out.
Okay.
We don't care. Yeah. This neighbor has a friend over and they've been parked on the street for 2 days. That's nice. Why are you concerned about this?
Yeah, why do you care?
But then why do you think I'm going to be concerned about this? We don't care. Oh, you're the HOA. You should do something. Well, I am doing something. I'm telling you to stop calling me about this.
Right, I am doing something.
That's my thing. I tell you to. I don't care.
Not doing nothing is doing something.
I'm trying to make this a neighborhood people want to live in, and that means not listening to you because you're trying to make this a place that's horrible.
Yeah, luckily Annette and I are not in an HOA.
Yeah, this place was built before they started doing that.
I have no intention of ever joining one.
Most of the thing people don't realize is you don't actually get a choice about joining it. The HOAs are tied to the property. If you buy a house that's in an HOA, you're in the HOA. If you buy a house that isn't in an HOA, you're not in it. That's it.
Is there any way to get out of the house, out of the HOA when you buy the house?
Nope, because it is tied to the property basically from birth.
Like, you can't do some, like, legal maneuvering?
None that I'm aware of. We had one guy who thought he was going to because the house went into foreclosure at the bank. No, it was the county. There was unpaid taxes. The county foreclosed on it for not paying their taxes, and he bought it at the tax sale and was not aware that it had an encumbered title. And so he thought that because he was not aware of the encumbered title that he could just ignore it. And he found out that no, that just means that he didn't do his due diligence before he bought the property. I'm not aware of any way to get out of an HOA. We have this one guy who is so horrible. We wanted to kick him out. We're like, how can we just, like, if we don't charge him his dues, then he's not allowed to talk to us or complain about anything? And the lawyer said, no, you can't actually do that.
See you later, Magpie. Man, me being the stubborn brat that I am would be like, I'm fighting this all the way to the Supreme Court.
You'd be surprised how many people do. there's so many. There's state Supreme Court because it's not federal, but there's like so many questions like, well, why can't you do this? And it's like, oh, actually, because according to this California State Supreme Court case, you can't. But then most HOAs just do it anyway. Even though it's illegal, they just do it anyway.
I mean,
because they just assume that their victims don't know that it's illegal.
Yeah, that a lot of people do that. Like a lot of businesses.
Yeah. They gave me a ticket for my trash can not being put away. I guess I better pay it. Really? Because is that actually in your CC&Rs that you have to put your trash can away? Some HOAs it is. It's crazy. But if it's not, they can't make you do it. He gets letters from the HOA and he's not a member and they want him to act like he is. I have heard of that. Yeah, it's like, well, because you live next door to the HOA, no. If you're across that line, you're not. Bye.
I would purposely screw with the HOA people, and I hope he is.
But there is another thing called a neighborhood association.
Those are crazier.
And they're not tied to the property because homeowners associations are tied to the homes. Neighborhood associations are tied to the people. So people can join, people can quit. And also because it's made up of people who are in it voluntarily, they're really psycho. And some of them literally basically do organized crime against their neighbors to force them to join or drive them out of the neighborhood and all sorts of totally criminal stuff.
Yeah, I feel like there was an article on NPR that was talking about it, and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do straight up mobster stuff. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Yeah. Those ones, you can just, if you're not a member, you don't have to be. You can just tell them to get lost.
Go kick rocks.
Or you can start your own neighborhood association in opposition, and like so everyone who doesn't want to be a member of that association, you can be a member of this association instead. Have a little war. Yeah. That would be funny, actually. Yeah, have a little neighborhood association, militias fighting it out in the middle of the street.
Oh boy.
And they would. They're nuts.
People get crazy about some weird stuff. My cousin had to take down some trees because they were in soil that basically they had grown so large and the soil was so unstable that if she left them there, they were going to fall on her house.
Yep.
So she had them removed like a responsible homeowner. But the person that lived up the hill from her was upset because now they could see into her kitchen.
Stop looking in my kitchen.
Right. If you don't want to see it, just don't look or put up curtains. But like looking out that direction is looking out towards the ocean. Like that's their ocean view.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, you have to take care of the place.
Mm-hmm.
One of my neighbors had a pair of redwood trees that were, and redwood trees don't like how hot and dry it is here, but these were doing fantastically well. And I'm not kidding. One was almost 6 feet in diameter and the other about 4, and they were 100-something feet tall. Huge. And yeah, if they'd fallen down, they would have squished like 3 houses in a row. And they started getting a little unhealthy, and he had to have them removed, and it cost him a fortune to have them removed. And then several neighbors were mad because they loved the trees. It's like, well, first, they're not your trees, so you being mad is your own problem.
Right.
And also, the trees needed to go. They were probably an unwise tree to grow here in the first place, and they were way too big, and they were starting to have trouble.
People get so weird about their houses. If I ever had my way, I'd paint our house purple, but Annette says I'm not allowed to do that.
I wouldn't care. Don't forget to mark off.
Is it not syncing again? So I just did. People get weird about other people's anything.
Yeah. And that's the part where it's weird. I mean, if you want to do something bizarre on your own, okay. I mean, you're going to have to get it. Half the stuff people think that they're going to do, they're not going to be able to do because they can't get a building permit because it's structurally unsound. But, okay, if my neighbor wants to paint his house a really gross color, well, they have to live in it, so I'm kind of laughing like, you live in a really ugly house now, you're stupid. And I don't care.
Ooh, periwinkle's a fun color.
It's fun to say. I'm trying to remember. That's like a light blue, isn't it?
I think so.
Light blue, slightly purple. Tell us what periwinkle is. We don't remember, Starshine.
Like, if you know it, give me the DMC number and we can just look at it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm surprised Annette is okay with me dyeing my hair purple. She can be a little conservative sometimes with things like that.
So, what was the negotiation on
There
it?
wasn't really.
You just said I'm doing it, and she said okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm tired of my hair being boring. Also, I'm tired of the gray.
Yeah, see, that's the... Yup.
341. Oh, yep. Yeah.
Oh, it's purplier than I was thinking. The color's not rendering there quite accurately, but...
Huh?
Okay, yeah, so it's a light purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't go there.
I would have no problem with that house. Probably look really good with white trim.
Right?
Now that with like a dark purple trim, I think would look a little heinous, but that, you know, that's just because I think that would...
The house I grew up in was white with periwinkle trim. Or like slightly more blue than, like light blue than periwinkle.
That would look okay. I don't really like white houses. Off-white, cream, pastels. When they're just white.
I don't like the color of our house. It's like a gross yellow tannish.
It looks... I wonder if it was the color it was supposed to be, because it looks like it's faded or stained or something.
I don't know.
Sage, minty sage with periwinkle. That actually might look good.
Okay, next up we finished a column.
Have to be really careful to get just the right green.
And now we are back in confetti hell for a little bit. Wah, wah.
Gotta do here and go.
Oh, no problem, Erica. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Hi.
Heading out, Babs? Oh, you're saying hi.
No, I was saying hi to Erica. I got a few more minutes before I have to run.
Okay, I need y'all to like raise your hand if I go live at like 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Who would actually tune in? I'm a fan of deep, bold colors. I like royal purple and like crimson red.
Someone told me that all of my favorite colors are what are called jewel tones.
Jewel colors. Yeah, jewel colors is a good one. I look really good in
pretty much
jewel
like 'em
colors
all.
too.
Yeah. I can work just about any of them.
Okay, it looks like we got some people that might tune in. So, okay, it's not as terrible idea as it sounded in my head. I mean, it still sounds like a terrible, terrible thing, but I need to get my hours in.
Yeah, but for some of your people, that's a better time of day.
I know. That's why I was trying to feel it out. Oh, the confetti yeti is here. I know. 5 p.m. PST.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Sorry. My brain is so disgusted by 5 a.m. PST, it won't even say it. Because that means I have to get up at like 4:30. I'll fall asleep at my hair appointment. Well, I'm planning on being on from 5 until 9. I gotta be at work at 10, so that gives me time to like shower and get ready. It will definitely probably be a quieter live because I will be watching Supernatural and like getting my brain to wake up. I feel like I would rather do that than cancel it because I'm trying to be consistent and get my hours in. Even though we're gonna have that marathon weekend, I'm trying to catch up before we go to London, which is in like 2-3 weeks. That's fair, Misty. Yeah, I know not everyone is going to be able to make it, but I just wanted to make sure some people would still want to. Y'all are so sweet. I'm so lucky I have such an awesome little community we built.
Some good dedicated followers there.
Y'all help me be more dedicated to this project.
I need to go find some caffeine so I can wake up to stuff envelopes. So, I'm going to take off on you.
Okay. Bye, Babs.
See if we can find a cheap enough source for magnets that we can try.
I might look on Amazon and see how much these ones were.
But I found ones that I think are like this. I found ones that I think are like this, and they were nearly $1 per magnet. But there's got to be somewhere that sells them by the hundreds.
Well, these ones are super strong too.
And these look like they probably cost a lot less, and they have a pretty good sintering force. So we should consider these as well, and they probably cost less. And these look like they probably come in bulk. So
Yeah.
we'll do a little research on that.
Okay.
And I'll see you hopefully next week.
Yep. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Babs. No, no, you won't get too far without your car keys. Okay, let's readjust that. She's like, wait, where? Oh no, she's gonna go bark. See what's going on. Investigate. Investigative Tilly. Wait a minute. Oh, dang it, I just put that in the wrong spot. Oh well. Okay, so after break, which actually no, it's gonna be like 20 minutes. I'm gonna need to do that before break. I'm gonna get Supernatural restarted. The link from the Discord should still work. If y'all are interested in joining, then I need to put my headphone in. Whoops. Headphone has not connected. Just a minute. Come on, connect. Computers are not doing what I would like them to. It is making me annoyed. Computers, do what I say. There we go. Why will you not connect? That's okay, Erica. Not a big deal. She will probably be. Babs will be back again. Okay, there we go. Now I'm connected. I was connecting to the wrong pods. So if y'all would like to join me in watching Supernatural, the link is in the Discord. Rest is very important. I advocate rest when needed. And of course now the rave is not working. Let's sigh. Nothing ever wants to work when I want it to. I'm gonna quit the rave. Maybe. Did it reboot? It's trying to. I'm gonna quit the rave and then I'll repost it in the Discord. I'm still on the bugs episode, which is not my favorite. What the heck? Now Netflix isn't working in rave, apparently. Bye, Misty. Enjoy your lurk. Cool. Netflix isn't working in rave anymore. That's amazing. Awesome. I'm like, is Supernatural on Hulu? I don't think it is. And I'm not logged in to Hulu. Anyway, on here. Cool, cool. Okay, so apparently we're giving up on Rave now. Because Rave is now not working with Netflix anymore. Apparently there was a crackdown or something. Woohoo! Yay! Cool. Y'all, I have to do some technology updates. My iPad isn't updated. I'm having technical difficulties. And Babs left, and now I'm kind of sad. So I might log off a little early today. But I will be on at the butt crack of dawn tomorrow morning. And we do have our Harry Potter marathon coming up. I'm also a little fed up with the confetti, so I can crank through the confetti when I'm in a better mood. And I'm not going to raid out today because my capacity just tanked. I don't do well when my friends leave, obviously. Don't ever leave me. I love y'all. I will be here tomorrow. Thank you for putting up with my craziness, putting up with Babs. I will see y'all later.